Well, hello there. This is Retro Spirits Gaiden, and this is Virtua Fighter 3 TB. A bit late to the party. This is Virtua Fighter 3 on the Dreamcast. Sega on board. This game came out in 1998. I've not really played it. Bought it recently for £13 English from a friendly neighbourhood video game importer. So let's see on what we've got ourselves. We have Akira, we have Wolf, dressed as a cowboy. Fancy dress style, very strange. We have some guitar-based rock. We have Sarah with jelly hair. Wow, laying a smackdown with his crazy moveset, and Sarah juggling Lau in midair through the sheer force of her violence. Shiny trousers for this dude. Don't know what his name is. Can't remember. Cage. And we have a new combatant who I don't know the name of. It's Jackie. And Jackie is getting his arse handed to him by a drunken old man. Lovely. This is the intro, as you can see. And what it appears that we have anyway, is a launch kind of window title for the Dreamcast, which has fairly ropey graphics. Sumo Boy here is getting beaten up by Pie. Jeffrey's on the case. We've got some dodgy looking graphics, it has to be said. Some nasty looking textures. Some character models which superficially look okay. They appear to have some odd skinning around the shoulder joints, just from that intro. So this is more or less like my second or third go on this game, and it's not going to be an in-depth review on all the fighting characteristics of each individual character, because I don't know that yet, but I will give you my initial feedback for how I feel this game plays. And actually, I feel it plays kind of smoothly. I do kind of like the slopey floors and the different elevations. That's an interesting choice. We have 4 buttons now, so we have punch, kick, guard and evade. I'm not very good with the evade button at the moment. I'm sure it'd be useful when you get to a more advanced level of play. Let's see, Wolf's got his get out of the ring, lady. Got his I don't know what you call that. Is it 360 degree launcher? Oh, look at his arms. Like I said before, some of the skinning on the characters is very awkward and not very pleasant to look at. Wolf here seems to have all of the moves I remember from Virtua Fighter 2, which isn't a lot because I wasn't an expert at that game. A nice little drop kick there. Down you go again, lady. Get out of the ring. The game's got a bit of a washed out look to it to me. The lighting's not very contrasty. It's a bit of a strange looking game overall. I don't know what the original Model 3 arcade version was like. I'm assuming it's fairly similar. It might have had better lighting. I would hope it had better lighting, because this isn't the most pleasant thing to look at in terms of that particular aspect. The textures are kind of low res. We've got a sort of dirty looking city there with a bit of fog in it, so maybe the lighting was affected by the fog there. You're going to fight Sarah now in the underground. Okay, the game is, has to be said, slightly ugly. But it plays fairly slickly. I'm actually having more fun with this than I assumed I would, considering I didn't like Virtua Fighter 1 too much. Virtua Fighter 2 I found fairly difficult, but this feels a bit more fluid to me. And here doing a pelvic thrust, a foot up on a step. Yeah, so there's some IK stuff going on there, which is interesting. I don't know if it's just my monitor, but this environment looks a bit washed out again. Quite like the trains going past in the background, that's interesting. So this getting the high ground thing is fairly unique for fighting games. That skinning really is problematic. So the model, yeah, the character models aren't great. Sarah looks a bit like a bit of CG from 1992 brought to life for this game, which is no good really. The music is bleepy and a bit forgettable, but the gameplay is fluid. I'm enjoying the gameplay. He is popping all over the place, popping and lock in. His vertex waiting an assignment is knackered. I'm going to fight Cage next, and he's got 2 smelly fingers. Dressed differently to he's in a screenshot. He's got shiny trousers and a chainmail t-shirt, which is not a look that took off. But anyway, he's got shiny trouser tech, which I guess they wanted to show off in some way. I do quite like this dropkick move. This game, yes, 13 English pounds. It came with a demo disc of Shenmue, which I haven't looked at yet, but that's interesting in itself, I guess. Oh, I just knocked his headband off. Look at his shoulders, they're screwed beyond recognition. And Cage's chainmail is warped and different resolutions all over his different limbs. Ooh. I've pulled off the swing move more times in this first playthrough of Virtua Fighter 3 than I ever did in the whole of the time I've owned the Saturn game and played it, which is crazy. Anyway, when you first got your Dreamcast, you would have had a choice between 3D fighters anyway. This, Ready to Rumble, and Soul Calibur, and this would have been okay, I guess. Like I said, I never really played it back in the day, and I never played the Model 3 arcade machine. So this has been a bit of an introduction to the Virtua Fighter 3 for me, in the space year 2021. But hey, this is a retro game channel, so what do you expect? I've always hated Lion as a character. His stupid life preserver top, baggy shorts, and comfortable shoes combo. He deserved to be dropped on his head. Yeah, I don't know if I'd play it over Soul Calibur, but I think if you got this back in the day you would have been okay with it. It looks a bit tatty now, though, it has to be said. Oh, look at that! I grabbed him between my buttocks and flipped him over. Oh, yeah, just thrown him in a different way, and I'm now going to throw him another way. That was an exhibition of throws and spinal disintegration. Look at his ridiculous hands. Yeah, I don't know who developed this game. I'm assuming it was Sega themselves for the Dreamcast, and they didn't really know what they were doing with skinning weights, did they? Some of these characters looking a bit mangled when they hit certain poses. He's just kicked me in the back of the head. Struck me in the bollocks. That's not very nice, is it? Oh. He doesn't make it a habit to fight the elderly, but he will do. when given the opportunity. Ooh, so just hit me in the ankles. Look at that, the old buttock clenching toss. Eat dirt, scumbag. Is this worth 13 quid? Don't know, I haven't played it long enough. But it's mildly entertaining. He's got a bit of a line across his forehead where his face mesh attaches to his skull. Let's play 3TB mode, which is Team Battle. I don't know how this is going to go. Looks like you've got to pick 3 characters. I guess this matches the amount of rounds you've got. So it doesn't look like you tag anybody in. I think this is if you lose a round, then your next character becomes available. I don't think you're tagging people in at this point. Ooh, desert background, nice. Don't know how you get the secondary costumes. Wolf as a cowboy is epic. Oh, wow, okay. Not seen that move before. Quite like this background, simple and effective. Take a kick to the chin, you big pillock. Is it worth 13 quid? Maybe. But I would buy the other 3D fighting games on the Dreamcast first, including Fighting Vipers 2, Dead or Alive 2, Soul Calibur. Any of those would probably do you a bit better than this. Even though it's quite fun, it's fairly ugly to look at, as we're looking at a mangled Sarah there with horrible skin weights on her arms. Alright then, so that's the first look at Virtua Fighter 3 Team Battle, 23 years after it came out on the Dreamcast. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to review something else 23 years after it first comes out in future. Alright then, ta-ra!
Fight 4! Ready, go!